Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this world. I'm DJ Unification, also known as Double Dragon 912. And today, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? News Fridays is finally back. Gameplay footage you see in the background, I don't know yet, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I like to surprise you and surprise me. Y'all know how I do it. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope y'all been doing well. Been having a great week. Can't complain. Besides this computer acting nutty, won't let me back up my stuff, but that's neither here nor there. Gotta take care of that too. How y'all been doing, ladies and gentlemen? I got a couple of news stories for you guys and girls in these gaming streets. Like I said, I like to keep y'all informed what's going on, so y'all know what's going on in these game streets. So these video game companies, they try to get over on us. I try to keep y'all informed, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all need to know what's going on, because if y'all don't know, they're just going to try to sell you anything, just screw you over. But before I get into all this good news for you guys and girls, remember, Jesus Christ love y'all. God sent his son, Jesus Christ, to die for our sins. Y'all get to know him. I'm telling y'all, I wouldn't be sitting up here talking to y'all if it wasn't for Jesus Christ. If he can protect and help out a sinner like me, I know he can protect and help out a sinner like you. Y'all get to know him. Establish a relationship with God. Don't just talk to God when it's convenient to you. Talk to him every day. Me personally, every day he allowed me to live to see and wake up in the morning time, I give him thanks. I thank him. I thank him for the time my feet hit the ground. Thank you, Jesus, for another day above ground instead of below. Because tomorrow ain't never promised. Y'all don't realize that. Tomorrow is not promised. It's a blessing just to be still up here, still talking to y'all. And when you go through stuff like I have, I ain't the only one. I know a lot of people out there have been through some stuff. When you go through stuff and still come out standing, that's a blessing. You breathing, that's a blessing. Being in your right mind, that's a blessing. A lot of folks right now ain't even in their right mind. They don't even know they're in this world. So, thank God, man. Y'all will realize, just get to know Jesus Christ, man, before it's too late. That being said, let's get into my first news story for today, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, first thing I want to talk about today on this here News Friday. Yeah. All right, let's see. Hold up for me, computer. Stop acting crazy on me. They don't know what's going on with that. Here we go. Metal Gear Solid Delta developer hopes Hideo Kojima sees how respectful it is. Wow. Here we go. Earlier this summer, Metal Gear Solid creator Hideo Kojima laughed when asked if he would play the game Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta before basically refusing. He said, "No, I won't play this game. You're not even gonna look at it." But here we go. We are not sure what Kojima would want to do, but we want to develop this game, wishing, being very respectful to the creator Hideo Kojima. Wow. Now, basically, ladies and gentlemen, there's a whole bunch of jargon. Like I said, everything I talk about, click the link in the description. Y'all can read for it for yourself. Basically, they want to try to front, say, "Yeah, man, we made this game, so to highly respect Kojima's wishes." Basically, trying to get old fans of Metal Gear Solid like myself, and probably a lot of you watching this video, thank y'all for watching, to buy this game. Me personally, I done made a stand, stood up on this one. I'm not buying this game. For one, Hideo Kojima ain't making it. That's the first red flag. Two, remakes 9 times out of 10 are garbage. It's been a while since I played a good remake. Final Fantasy VII re-garbage. Garbage. Re-garbage 2, Rebirth, re-garbage. Garbage. Most times when these companies get together and make remakes, they destroy them. They kill it, they gut it, and make it to a game the game be a sellable form of sale. I do not trust remakes. I used to trust remakes. I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to. When I was a naive little gamer, I used to trust remakes. But ever since Square Enix did what they did with Final Fantasy VII re-garbage, I don't trust remakes. Nowadays, if they make a great game, don't try to remake it. Just leave it alone. if you're gonna remake it, just do what I like to call a remaster. Just make the graphics look a bit better and put it on a next gen console. That's it. That's all I ask. Other than that, leave it alone. Because y'all do not, I repeat, do not know how to make remakes. It's gonna take me a long time to get for developers to get it back to my good graces. Now most time when I see something like a remake, especially if I played the original one, nah. Right now, what is it? Lumines? Not Lumines, I'm tripping. I'll talk about that later. Lunar Remastered. I'm not even gonna play that because shout out to Eric Landon. He was telling me that they butchered it. They remastered, but they butchered. They cut some scenes out. When you want an original work of art without them destroying it 9 times out of 10, if I play a game first and I think it's great and they try to go there and remaster it, I'm gonna do my research, homie. I got money to spend, but I ain't finna spend it on that. That's just my opinion. Basically, I think they are saying this is my opinion, of course, because they were trying to get old heads like myself and a lot of you Metal Gear Solid fans out there. They want to get our approval and get Hideo Kojima approval on this game and want to get us to buy this game. Nah, take more than that to get me to buy this game. Now, if y'all had said, yeah, we had Hideo Kojima stand in on it and he helped us develop it, yeah, I might buy it. But after what Square Enix done did, no, won't be me, buddy. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid, they trying to get Hideo Kojima approved, and of course I approve. But that's all I had to say about that. Let's keep moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we're talking about. Here we go. Switch 2 game key cards aren't eligible for Japan's preservation library. Wow. Now listen, one of the world's largest libraries will not consider Nintendo Switch 2 game key cards for preservation. Japan's National Diet Library, which contains over 9,600 video games in its archives, said that it won't recognize titles in the game keycard format because the game's data are not located within the physical media itself. Wow. There you have it, folks. Now these people that's saying this, these are professionals. They know exactly what a physical media game is supposed to have. When you buy this game, I'm just using this as an example, of course, the whole game should be on the cartridge. And what Nintendo doing, they think they're slick, because I thought Nintendo was going to keep physical media alive, but they're trying their hardest to keep dealing. What they doing, don't let them fool you, my collectors out there. Always go to doesitplay.com or whatever and just do your research before you buy it, because a lot of these games Nintendo Switch 2 are making, they will put it on what they call a game key card. Basically, it's just a plastic piece of thing that you put it in your Switch, and the game is not on there. You gotta physically hook it up to the internet with your Switch 2 and download it to the thing. Might as well not even use that. Nintendo thought they was slick. Nintendo thought they was slick. They're like, well, physical media people, they won't know. They won't know. We can slip this pile. No. That's why shout out to all the researchers out there, these modders, these creators, these people that go and do the research. Thank y'all. If it wasn't for them, these companies would have got over on us. This is another reason why I would not buy a Switch 2. Not only is the Switch 2 too high, $500, $450, ridiculous. The physical media, you're not even making physical media. You're trying to fool us. What you're doing is putting a card in there and saying it's not physical. You making people go online and download the actual media onto the card, which makes the card useless. So no, I'm not finna support that. Nope. No, not today. Nintendo thought this. I thought Nintendo got it. I thought, like, all right. When Nintendo Switch 2 came out, I said, all right, Nintendo Switch 2, they're gonna do right by the consumer. They're gonna they're gonna keep physical media alive, because you know physical media is selling for Nintendo. And plus, Nintendo Switch games, the price never go down. They can keep it $50, $40 from now to Christmas. They don't care. Their games don't go down in value. Now, PlayStation, Xbox games, on the other hand, you can catch a sale on them. Because I might bite the bullet and buy, what it is, Neo Fantasia, even though I don't want to support Square Enix, but for that cheap, I might let them get that little money, because I really do want to play that game. I just hate that Square Enix is publishing it. Them jokers probably got their little grubby little hands and some everything, so I can't really get around that. But anyways, basically the people that preserve games are saying that game cards are not physical media, which makes sense. And if you didn't know, I talked about that last week or a couple of weeks ago on News Fridays, that games, them key card games, are really not selling too good in Japan. Because Japan folks smart, like, no, this ain't physical for real. Because see, overseas, it's mainly over here in America. America, we crazy about digital. They done got us on this digital kick, and we don't want to buy no physical media. Or otherwise overseas, because that's why a lot of times, shout out to all my collectors out there. A lot of times when we want a game, we have to go overseas and get it. I can't tell you how many overseas games I had to get. Spirit Master, they didn't make a physical version over here. I had to get it overseas. I think they, what was it? Berserk Boy, even though they finally didn't make a physical version over here, but I had to get it overseas. I got a whole bunch of physical games that I have to get overseas because America is too lazy to put it over here in America. And then a lot of times those physical games, stupid limited run games that make an exclusive contract, which y'all need to stop doing, producers. They make an exclusive contract where you can only get the physical version or the American version here in America. And then, you know, of course, scarcity, FOMO gonna set in, the game's gonna sell out, and then next thing you know, you gotta go beg an eBay seller, pay $300 and $400 just to get a physical game. Ridiculous. That's why I like, shout out to VGP, Video Games Plus. They pretty good. Plays it used to be. I don't know about them now because they ain't even got no real deals going on. But shout out to all these overseas companies that actually ship, you know, games from overseas over here to us. We appreciate you. I appreciate you because y'all are one of the few that still keeping physical media alive. Thank you. Appreciate you. Because a lot of times you be wanting the physical version of a game, you can't get it because America won't do it. There's another game that came out not too long ago, about to come out in October. Quit Today. It's coming out VGP. I'm gonna get that in October. Then there's some more physical games like Sonic Wing. Waiting for that. That comes out later. You know, they're not doing American version. You got to get the European version just to keep physical media alive. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous because America's just trying to force digital down our throat. Now don't get me wrong. I'll be the first to tell you I have no problem with digital media. You look on my hard drive right now, I have no problem with digital media. Look. Let me see. You're going to get me in before I do. Look on my Steam library right now. I got 150 Steam games on my library right now. I got Blade Chimera, Buccaneers Ship Shape. I got Spirit Master. What else I got? Lost Epic, Halo. I got a whole pile of digital games. 150 digital games on my what's called right now. I bull crap you not on my Steam library right now. I bull crap you not. Let's see, let me give you some more games I got. Here we go. Neon Abyss 2, Guns of Fury. Let me keep going. Berserk Boy, Blasphemous, Fallen City Brawl. I can keep going. I support digital. All I am simply saying here is y'all need to give us the option to be able to get physical media, or give us more of an option when we buy digital. Give us a chance to be able to, when we buy that digital media, that it's ours. Don't have y'all said once we pay y'all the money, video game companies, you should keep your grubby little hands off of it. Once I pay you for your product, you shouldn't be able to do what you want to do with my product. That is ridiculous. That's why Not only I like collecting video games, that's why us physical media fans, we keep physical media alive, because this is ours. We like having ownership. They can't do nothing with it. And that's why Nintendo Switch 2 is not selling, because it's really not. It's selling. You know, it's Nintendo. It's going to sell. A lot of people won't buy Nintendo. It's Nintendo product. That's why overseas, them game key cards are really not selling, because people know the word is spreading that you buy a game key card, it's really not the game. You download it off the Nintendo network. And I think there's maybe 1 or 2 different games that got the whole game on the disc. I think it's Cyberpunk, maybe 1 or 2 more. But ladies and gentlemen, my physical collectors out there, game key cards, fight against them. If you can, don't even buy a Switch 2. Till Nintendo wise up and start putting the whole game on the cartridge. Don't support their habits. I'm so not. There's a whole bunch of gamers out there not doing it, which is a good thing. But yeah, I'll let you guys and girls know about that. Yeah. Let's keep moving, ladies and gentlemen. Moving right along. Moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Gears of War Reloaded physical PS5 edition comes with a catch. Here we go. Wow. Now, the disc Gears of War Reloaded physical PlayStation 5 edition does not contain the entire game. One leaker has claimed. As the gaming industries have moved toward a digital-only future, physical releases have become a big deal for some gamers. But not some gamers, a lot of us gamers. Don't let them fool you. But not all hard copies are what they seem. Like other big titles before it, Gears of War Reloaded may still require a download for its disc version. Here we go. The PlayStation 5 version of the upcoming remaster is noteworthy for several reasons. On top of bringing one of Xbox's biggest once exclusive franchise to Sony systems, Gears of War Reloaded is only getting physical release on PS5, at least at launch, as neither Xbox Game Studios nor the Coalition has announced a disc version for Xbox or PC. While that's good news for PlayStation fans, it may come with a asterisk. Here we go. According to supposed insider cited by PPE.pl, the PlayStation 5 disc of Gears of War Reloaded contains the game's story mode, but not much else. Pictures of the the box seem to back up that claim, with a potential to the game's rating saying requires content download. It wouldn't be the first time a major physical release still required a download to experience all the game has to offer. Some Xbox owners reported that the Doom The Dark Ages had just 328 megabytes of data on the disc, while the PS5 hard copy stored as little as 85 megabytes. If Gears of War online campaign is on the PS5 disc, it won't be quite as extreme case as Doom, but it still continues to trend of physical versions not being entirely physical. Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a huge Gears of War fan. Yeah, the Sony guys, huge Gears of War fan. Love Gears of War. Got all 3 of them on Xbox 360. Played him, beat him. Shout out to my younger brother, Big Ant Crush. Me and him played, beat him together. Love that game. And I actually was gonna buy Gears of War Reloaded for PS5 just for, collector's sake, and the fact that Gears of War exclusive that a lot of Xbox fans just shoved down my throat that PlayStation didn't have. I was gonna buy it just for history standpoint. But now that I know not that all the games gonna be on the disc, no, I ain't buying it. That's why I'm telling y'all, ladies and gentlemen. 9 times out of 10 nowadays, I don't pre-order. I wait and see. I know it's hard to wait, especially if it's a game that you really, really, really want. It's hard to wait. Now, most people probably gonna pre-order this and everything. I'm glad I didn't. Now, shout out to all the leakers out there. These leakers, they get the game real and they tell us. They tell us what's going on. Because if they didn't tell us, these companies try to screw us over. Now that I know that Gears of War, the whole game is not on the disc, I won't be playing it. I won't be buying it. A lot of y'all be like, well, Double Dragon, at least the story mode on there. You got to go online and play the online mode anyway. True, but I need the whole game on the disc. I shouldn't have to go on the internet to get the online mode. Well, just set up. Like I said, now that I know this, I won't be buying it. I could be wrong. This is my opinion. Y'all let me know about everything. Like I said, everything I talk about, there'll be a link in the description. I back everything I talk about with news articles. I had to let you guys and girls know about that, especially my physical media fans out there was thinking about Gears of War. Just remember, the whole game is not on this. Only the story mode. Maybe that'd be enough for you guys and girls. I need all of this before when I pop into my PS5, I need everything there without a download. That's just me. Let's keep moving. Moving right along. Moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Got another crazy news story. 7 games have been delayed by Hollow Knight Silksong so far. Wow, here we go. Let me read the 7 games to you. We got Aeterna Lucis, Baby Steps, Clover Pit, Demon School, Free Land, Little Witch in the Woods, and Mega Bank. Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go further into this news article. I want to talk about this because this is kind of similar. Aeterna Lucis delayed to 2026. Wow. Now, that's the sequel to Aeterna Noctis. I actually have that game. They made a physical version. I can't find it right now, though. I got it on Steam. I double dipped on that one. That was going to be the direct sequel. And it's supposed to come out September around my birthday, but they're delaying it because everybody wanted to get this Hollow Knight Silksong, the sequel to Hollow Knight. Now, I heard about Hollow Knight, ladies. I heard Hollow Knight was a good game, but it sucks that all these games don't got delayed because this one game. Here we go. Reading some more of this guy to you guys and girls. All them games has delayed side-scrolling action adventure game and Aeterna Noctis sequel, Aeterna Lucis, from his previous planned 2025 September release date. And Windows and moved it to 2026. Developer of Hollow Knight Silksong September 4th release, and a lack of Switch 2 development kits. Wow, I want to talk about that too, but that's be the title too. To ensure a simultaneous release on all next generation platforms as reasons for delay. Wow. Now, me personally could have just brought. Don't let everybody else suffer because Nintendo Switch 2 ain't got their development kits out like they're supposed to. That's Nintendo problem. Me personally, what I would have did, I would have released it on everywhere else, PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, everywhere else. Let Nintendo play catch up. You ain't gotta wait for Nintendo. Who they think they is? They should have had their stuff together. Ridiculous. Now I understand you have to delay a game. I get that. I understand why. I get the reason why you want to delay a game for because you don't want to interfere with all the other games that you're making. But the whole reason why they delaying it because Nintendo Switch 2 ain't got the gate and both development kits. What I would do, me personally, just to show Nintendo Switch, Nintendo as a company that I don't bow down to them, I will release the rest of the games out there and have they're like, what Switch 2 release that? It won't come out the next year. I wouldn't let it come out the next year just to show Nintendo, teach them a lesson, to show them that my business does not revolve around you, Nintendo. I got plenty of other companies that want to pay me money for my game. I got Steam, Steam been wanting to pay you. You got demo out and everything with that. Steam want to pay me, Sony want to pay me, Microsoft want to pay me. I ain't got to worry about you. I can wait till later to put your crap out there. Me personally, that's what I would have did. I would have brought it out on schedule and been told Nintendo, like, hey, we get it when we get ready. Because y'all should have been on time. Who do y'all think y'all is? I know y'all Nintendo, y'all been around in the business for a long time. But sometimes you got to put your foot down, let them know that my world does not evolve around Nintendo. My world I can make my video game and still make money off these other consoles, because you got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other platforms that would love to have your game easily. That's 5 ways to make money. Let Nintendo wait. Who they think they is? It's me, Mario. Let me, Mario. Let him wait. Teach them a lesson. Once you teach them folks a lesson, let them know that your games don't evolve around Nintendo. They'll treat you with a little bit more respect. I had to learn that. Even in life, ladies and gentlemen. If you keep letting folk walk all over you, they're going to keep on doing it. Until you stand up and speak for yourself, stand up for yourself, people keep doing it. They may get mad at you. They'll be like, man, you ain't never like this. One time you used to let me walk all over you. Yeah, I know. I used to let you walk all over me. But I'm a man now. Or I'm a woman now. No more walking all over me. A true friend or somebody that respect you, they will respect your wishes. If you tell a person, no, I don't want to do this, or no, I don't want to do that, they'll leave you alone. They'll respect that. They respect your wishes, they will do it. That's how you find out who's for you, who's not for you. Going off subject a little bit here. You tell your so-called homeboy, homegirl, no, boss man or boss lady, I don't want to do it today, I got stuff to do. You know, such. They'll be like, all right, cool. If they're cool and respectful about it, they respect your wishes. But if you tell them no, they're like, no, come on, man. Keep pestering about it. That means they just want to use you. That's how Nintendo is. It's kind of coincide with each other. A true friend, a true person, somebody that's for you will respect your wishes. They won't walk all over. When you say no, they're like, all right, no. No means no. They won't keep trying to urge, and nudge you. That's what I would have did. I would have taught Nintendo a lesson. Said, all right, since y'all want to take y'all time about giving us these development kits, we'll take our time about developing your game. That's what they should have did. Hey, Nintendo got a lot of clout. I don't care how much clout they had. I'll take that loss. Teach Nintendo a lesson. Sometimes that lesson will go a long way in the future. Let you know that, let them know that my business don't revolve around you. Who do you think you is? Plus, Nintendo need to be humbled anyway, just like Sony need to be. Just saying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep moving. Moving right along. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, now let's get into my last news story for today, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of got some good news here. PlayStation Store refunds just got way simpler. Wow. Here we go. Previously, players had to navigate a maze-like process on the PlayStation website to require a refund. This meant clicking through multiple redundant links before finally reaching an online specialist. Many users describe the process as slow and frustrating. Fortunately, those days are over, and refunds can now be requested easily, even through the PlayStation app. Here we go. As of August 25th, PlayStation Store customers can go to their accounts, transaction history section, and select request refund to get their money back. The same eligibility rules for PlayStation refunds will apply. Refunds are only granted if the purchase was made within 14 days and the content has not been downloaded or streamed. However, there will be no need to contact the company directly to return a product. Wow. Sony? Good job. We appreciate that. Because I remember trying to get a refund back on PlayStation Store on a digital game, even when you didn't even mean to buy it, boy, you had to jump through hoops and pull teeth. This is good, and Sony is actually making it more easier to get a refund, which is good. Because, you know, sometimes people make mistakes. They buy a game they really didn't want it, or they buy a game that they thought they wanted but they didn't. But they still ain't like Steam. Steam give you 14 days, and then even if you play the game, they still let you get a refund. This one, if you even play it or stream it or whatever, they gonna cut you off, which is crazy. But this is good. This is a step toward just step in the right direction, Sony. Basically, I know what y'all doing. Y'all just trying to keep from having to hire human beings and keep from having to hire a customer service rep. That's what you're trying to do. Let's cut more jobs with less money y'all have to pay for hiring customer service rep. That's what you're doing, Sony. You think you're helping us, but you ain't. I see through all that. I've been working for corporations for a whole bunch of years in my life. What, 20 years? Like 20 plus years in my life. I know PR talk when I hear PR talk. Y'all think you slick, but still, this is a step in the right direction. This is good news, ladies and gentlemen. At least now, it's a lot easier to get a refund back with the PlayStation Store app. That's good. Hopefully, maybe one day we'll be able to do it like Steam. Steam got a great refund system on theirs. I give them credit. Credit where credit due. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps up, ladies and gentlemen, for this rendition of News Fridays. Leave comments below, ladies and gentlemen. Tell what you guys and girls think about the PlayStation Store refund policy. Y'all think it's way simpler? Are y'all happy about this, or do y'all even care? Also, ladies and gentlemen, tell what you guys and girls think about the Switch 2 game keycard not being recognized as physical media. Do y'all think that's true, or do you think, y'all like game keycard? Let me know about that down in the comment section. Tell me what you guys and girls think about the Metal Gear Solid Delta developer trying to reach out to Hideo Kojima. Tell me what you guys and girls think about Gears of War Reloaded physical disc only having the story mode on the disc. And tell me what you guys and girls think about this, what is this? Hollow Knight Silk Song debacle. Y'all think they did right to delay it? Or do y'all think they should have went ahead and put it out regardless and made the money? Also, one more thing, I almost forgot. I skipped past this, my fault. Lumines Arise launches November 11th and limited time demo now available. Wow. Demo available until September 3rd. Now here we go. Lumines Arise will launch for PlayStation 5 with PS VR 2 support and PC via Steam with Steam VR support on November 11th for $39.99. Publisher and developer enhanced and developer monsters announced. A limited time single player multiplayer demo is available now on both platforms until September 3rd at 12 o'clock. Because that's when the game come out game come out November 11th. Wow. Here's hoping, ladies and gentlemen, they make a physical version of it. I'm a huge fan of Lumines. Love Lumines. First, shouts out to my youngest brother, Big Ant Crusher, put me on Lumines. I first played Lumines on, what was it, Xbox Live? Yeah. Then I bought the PlayStation 3 version. I still got that digitally. I wish they would have made a physical version. Then they made one on the PS4, Lumines Remastered, I think. That was real good. And I own a couple of physical copies of that. Hopefully they will make a physical version of this. And I will buy it on PS5, and I love that. Lumines, if you didn't know, it's a puzzle game with a lot of upbeats. The beats on there is off the chain. The beats on there will get you hype. And it's good music. And it's a relaxing game too. For my people that like relaxing, chill out game, it's relaxing. Basically making squares. Making them squares enough and making them disappear. And it's a good game, ladies and gentlemen. I've been following Lumines for a long time. So I'm real hyped for this. Can't wait for this game to come out. Yeah, really looking forward to this. Now, that about wraps up, ladies and gentlemen, this rendition of News Fridays. Like I said, leave comments below, ladies and gentlemen, what you guys think about Lumines Arise. Any of y'all Lumines fans out there, if y'all are, stand up down there in the comment section. Thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great videos like this on the way. Double Dragon 912 signing out. Peace out.